All right, guys, here's a Skyway jersey update. I did a video the other day and was talking a little bit about my frustration with obtaining a Skyway jersey. And so I have an update, and I just wanted to go over this. I think this will help the guys that are thinking about buying a Skyway jersey. So it'll give you kind of some insight of what I've experienced and what you can kind of expect. So, as you know, in the video prior to this one, I talked about this jersey. This was purchased on eBay. So this is an eBay jersey from a company called bikingthings.com. So no shot at them, just showing you where I got it from. And this jersey I ordered from a company called Apace V, like Victor MX Gear. So this is a totally different company. I was turned on by this one by my buddy Bruce from Facebook. He experienced he had a good experience with them, so he turned me on to them. Now here are the I'm going to go over some of the differences, obviously, but the clearest difference right away is the size difference. So just to give you an example, this is a large jersey, and a large is typically what I wear. This is an extra large an extra large jersey from Bicycle and Things on eBay. So you can, without me even really measuring them, you can clearly see the difference in the overall length of the jersey, which this length, by the way, is not that horrible on me because I'm not that tall of a guy, but this one's obviously longer. It can tuck in if I wanted it to. And the difference between armpit to armpit, as you can see, is a little bit more significant than that one. So that goes without saying. Now let's look at some of the coloring differences. So I'm going to give you kind of the pros and cons of both jerseys to give you an idea. This jersey, as I mentioned before, it doesn't have the blue cuffs. This one has the blue cuffs. So you can see the difference. It looks more finished and refined. And then you look at the collar, as I pointed out before, it's just white, as opposed to this one, which is the proper blue. And now the things about this jersey I kind of preferred was it did have the striping, as you can see, down the sleeves, and it had the striping on the shoulder and the USA logo on the shoulder as well. So on the upper arm, excuse me. So that part I did like. As you can see on this jersey, this is more just blank. It just has the Skyway lettering down the sleeve. What this jersey actually reminded me of is, obviously I was never a factory rider, so I had to buy all my stuff. And I bought my parents bought me a Skyway jersey, a whole Skyway uniform for Christmas. And this was the basic design of the jersey. It was blue and white. It didn't have the USA logos on it. It didn't have the striping here. It was basically this. The difference, though, is those jerseys were cotton. So, you know, the wash and wear of them, eventually after a couple years, it wore out. Where this one, you can see it's kind of a nylon breathable material. So this should last a lot longer. As far as the quality of the two jerseys, they're about the same. I would say the material feels about the same. This one's probably better. I haven't worn these other than trying them on. I would say this one is probably a better quality. Let's look at the back again. And I should have put these on hangers. Sorry about that, guys. But here's the back of this one. And I mentioned in the last video, it has the actual Skyway logo that would go on the front of the jersey on the back. You know, I didn't really like that, but I didn't think it looked too bad at the same time. So I'm like, well, at least it's not blank. And when I asked them to put the lettering on the jersey, he did. But like I said before, it's block lettering. It's block lettering and it's black. So it really didn't complement the jersey very well at all. Now, here's the unique thing about this jersey. Now, this jersey is completely blank on the back. If you just order it from VMX gear, it's going to be blank. So I specifically asked them, can you put my name and number on the back? And they agreed. So let's look at the back here for 1 second. All right, there you go. So on the back, now they use the right coloring, which is blue, and the numbers on the back. Now, what should be on here is it should say Skyway across the back. And then ideally I would have had my name above it, and there would have been enough space to put a number under it because it wouldn't say factory team right here. I'm not trying to pretend to be factory, but I just love these colors, so that's why I wanted to do this. This is acceptable. I like this. I would have preferred this to be red and left this blue, but overall, I think it's not bad. Now, the problem with this jersey is that the time to get it was significant. This one only took about 2 weeks. This one took 4 weeks, and they weren't responding to my messages. So I was getting a little concerned, and then all of a sudden today it just showed up. So I got very lucky there. Now, I did a video where I was riding my Skyway the other day, and I was talking about my challenges with getting to jerseys, and I got a lot of feedback on Facebook, and I was going to kind of share that with you guys. First of all, what I learned is a company called Hot Shop is the only authorized company to make Skyway jerseys. And I was told that by Ed Ferry. Ed was the one that told me that only Hot Shop can actually make these jerseys. Anything else that we buy is going to be a knockoff version of these jerseys. So it's not something that is authorized, in other words. So I contacted Hot Shop, and when I contacted them, they told me they don't make these jerseys anymore. They couldn't help me, so that was a wash. But Grant Stone, that runs the Skyway Appreciation website, he had messaged me, and he sent me a picture of somebody that was actually selling the Hot Shop version of this jersey, and it was pretty good. I looked at the pictures of the jersey. The overall labeling was pretty much identical to this one. But it said Skyway on the back where mine doesn't. So that part I liked, and it's probably something I would still consider getting if this doesn't work out for me. And then I spoke with somebody named Steve Tavares, and he was going to contact the authorized dealer for these jerseys to see if that's something that we can get, because I know I'm not the only one that wants Skyway jerseys. There's a lot of guys out there, you know, especially us older guys that are still fans of this company. He's going to see what he can do, and he said he would even reach out to Skyway if there was no response from Hot Shop. So anyway, there's some hope out there for us. So if you are shopping and looking for a jersey for Skyway, I would say one of two things: be patient, because there's a chance that we can maybe get something going with Hot Shop again. But my overall recommendation would probably not be this one, unless it's for a youth, like a smaller person that can, maybe a child. Maybe that would be okay. I would more recommend this one. Whoa, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I would more recommend this one than that one. One thing I was going to point out, too, is if you look at the coloring, this is almost a baby blue, and look at this is a royal blue. So you can see the difference. So the coloring is definitely better on this jersey than this one. So if I was to pick one or the other, I would definitely say maybe go VMX rather than going through Bike and Things. But it's all going to come down to preference. I mean, do you like this coloring? Do you like this lettering, this striping? Or do you like the more traditional, proper look? I personally like this one, but we'll see. I think with the popularity of Skyway, that maybe we'll have more options down the road. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'll probably put this on the Skyway Appreciation site as well as my YouTube channel, and hopefully you guys can find something that you're looking for. But this has been my experience so far. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.